Can't see me anyhow. That's good. I'm eating.
Welcome, everybody to Ladies Night Live. Yes, I did. We got Terminator, Shannon, and Tambra in the house. So how has everybody been doing? Happy Thursday evening. Shannon, how things been going with you?
Good. I've got a counseling appointment on Tuesday, so I got to go do that.
Are you giving it or taking it?
You sent me this. Refund me now.
But you won that for $0, ma'am.
How did I win a phone case?
That's my phone. Sorry.
This video.
Wow, that was easy.
There we go. Dagburn. Volume wouldn't work.
I just jumped all my shit on the floor.
Karen.
Oh, hey, Karen.
Tell her we were bad
Hi,
last year.
Okay. Karen, I do have to let you know we have to be careful about what we say on certain things.
Yeah, did y'all get in trouble?
Yeah, I got reported. So
I got a big little sign here that says, watch your mouth. A reminder.
Hey, that's what we could do. It's for Monday. We could make a sign up. Right?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
say something on it, have something on it. We can talk about it in behind and put a word on it. And then whenever we want to say something like that, we'll hurry up and put sign up.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
Just refer to it as something else.
That's a good
From
idea.
now on, that particular word is going to be boobies.
There.
Okay.
Cool.
I ain't boobieing them.
So,
I
so this is going to be Tambra. So,
Have 'em.
little Miss Pepper's going to say, okay, Tambra. I mean, what would you say? Boobies, boobies, boobies.
You want to booby them?
Booby trap.
Stab 'em this time.
All right. Good evening, Shannon. And I mean, yeah, you said that. I was reading. I meant the name above you. Jan. Good evening, Jan. And Starla and Nightpot.
Hey, you're starting to get a little following, aren't you?
Yeah.
Feels good, don't it?
Yeah. Yes, Nightpot. Thank you for putting that out there. All right. So,
Not but.
yeah,
Flop
Nightpot.
jar.
His name changed. He used to,
Nightpot the
his
same as
name
Flop
used to
jar?
be Get Her Done. Oh my goodness. Shannon, did you ever say finish how was your day?
It was good. I got to watch my boss's house. His roof is getting done, so he had a camera on top of his house. So he's watching all the guys come off his roof. There was like 20 some guys on his garage roof and like maybe more than that on the regular roof.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it should be done before he gets back from his vacation,
Oh, that's
which
good.
starts tomorrow at 5 a.m. He's got to drive all the way down to Philadelphia to get his kid from
I'm
college.
sorry you feel sick, Starla.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I'll
sucks.
get you some hot toddy and some elderberry.
There you go.
She can't hold anything down.
Aw.
She's sick. She's sick with the bad flu.
Man.
There's something that will help her hold stuff down.
Yeah.
I don't know if she has any of that or not.
It'll keep the food in your belly.
Yeah. And you'll want to eat some more too.
Just tell her to stick to like
Yeah,
chicken
right.
noodle soup and stuff like that. Nothing too hard on the stomach.
I don't think she got
Yeah.
anything down. She said nothing yesterday. Not even water.
Oh wow, man.
She had almost like what I had back last fall. I couldn't keep nothing for 3 weeks, nothing.
Dear Lord.
And
I told her,
Starla,
that'd be
hopefully you
nice.
feel
That'd be nice
better.
for me to
too.
lose some weight though.
Yeah,
That is
I lost
so
30
I'm
pounds.
not on the flu diet. It is not fun though.
No.
I don't recommend
No.
the flu diet.
No.
Not at all.
She don't need to lose it.
No.
She don't have an
Tam-
immune system.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep her in our prayers.
Yes. Tambra, how things been going with you? How's the puppies going?
The puppies are rotten.
Yeah.
I have a puppy playpen.
Yeah,
All
you
around
showed
the-
that to us.
Well, I got a different one. They said they weren't sending the one that I ordered, but they did after I got the other one. So I put it in here, and they can't get out of it.
Okay.
They pushed out of the other ones.
Jail time.
Lucy
Yes.
Glue
Puppy
can't climb it.
Not yet.
Good.
Don't worry, I'll
she's
find a way.
stinker. Yes, yeah, she's a stinker. The little stinker, bad. But right now, as of now, no.
Good. I'm glad she can't climb it yet.
She
Hopefully
might
she
though.
won't.
She gets
So,
out of
Karen,
everything.
what you got for supper?
Yes, Karen,
Salisbury steak
Oh, okay.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And non-alcoholic beer. I can have as many as I want.
There
Why
you
not
go.
alcoholic?
It's close, but it just don't have the same zing to it.
Yeah.
Why non-alcoholic?
Because I'm going to have surgery Tuesday, and I don't do nothing before surgery for at least a week.
Okay, okay.
I don't want anything interfering with the anesthesia because I wake up violent if I do.
Oh,
Right, right.
dang.
Yeah, the doctors don't like it when you grab them by the lower anatomy.
No.
Oh, that's
Especially
pretty
when
funny.
you're supposed to be asleep. on the
Yeah,
bed.
really.
They do not like it when you wake up and grab them. Hey, as far as I know, it's some stranger with holding me at knife point. You know, my
Right,
training takes over.
Yeah.
I agree.
And this is the truth too. They crucify me in the operating room. They tie me to a padded cross with a little orange halo for my head to lay in
Oh, wow.
and strap it in so that I can't grab the doctor by his lower anatomy.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of surgery we having?
Hernia,
Oh dear.
they're putting in the mesh, the patchwork. I'm getting my tire patched.
I don't like that.
I don't
Yeah,
need
my
it, but
husband
I
had
just do not have
done.
my belly button turn into the Star of David.
I know. I don't like that mesh stuff. I don't
Yeah,
think
but it's
good
the
for
third
you.
time. So I told them I don't want to go back again.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I just don't think it's good for you.
it's probably not, but you know what's not good for me? Sitting on the couch, not being able to get up and do what I want to do.
Right.
Mhm.
I agree.
That's worse. So I'm having the surgery.
Yeah. Terminator, how's things going?
Good. It's been raining all day, and now it's turned to snow and a little bit of freezing rain with it and that. We're supposed to get that, and then it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, so I can go and do some wood. My husband and I can go do some wood. My daughter, they collected 200 gallons of sap, so they're boiling and making maple syrup. They've been boiling. She boils through the night, and he
200
boils through the day.
They're going to get what? 2.5.
It's 40
almost 2
gallons of sap to a gallon of syrup, so they're going to get about 5 gallons of syrup.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And it's still dripping because they have
Oh, wow.
lids on their buckets. So if it's raining, the trees will still drip. And with this snow, it's going to cover the ground, and then we're supposed to get cold again, and then turn warm again. So it'll slow it down, and then it'll pipe it back up again.
Okay.
So they're going to do quite a bit this year. Yeah.
Is that
And they've
is that on
only
your
got-
property?
No, actually, it's funny because where they live, the property where I grew up that's the property I grew up as a little girl. It was my dad's property, and he divided it. And the house next door, the people that have the house next door is my dad's actual house, but the house they're in that they bought was my aunt's house, but it was on my dad's property. and we were going walking in the back because they've cleaned out trails, all beautiful trails all through the back where they hunt and stuff. And I said to her, I said, we're walking, and I said, did you ever find an old tree that it came up and went across and then came back up and it looked like the form of a chair? She said, yeah, Mom, I know where that tree is. Here, let's go for a walk. So we went walking, and I said, sure enough, there it was. It's all rotted, but it's still standing, an old maple, and it rotted off at the top, but that tree's still there. I used to sit on there when I was a little girl and talk with the animals and talk with the squirrels and stuff, and that was my quiet place. And that tree is still there, and she won't knock it down. Yeah, that was hilarious. But they're doing the bush my dad had that we did when we were kids.
That's
In my
cool.
orchard, I'm pruning my peach trees and my pear trees.
Mhm.
They're dwarf, number one. Number two, I pruned them so the kids can sit in there, just reach up and grab a piece of fruit if they want to. I like to let
that's
my
cool.
grandbabies play in the trees.
Yeah.
Yep. We used to do that with choke cherries growing up as kids. We'd go and pick choke cherries from my dad because he used to make choke cherry wine. We used to climb the trees and stuff and sit in there,
Oh.
pig out on the choke cherries as we were picking them.
You don't know about it, but Tambra, my magnolia trees, the leaves are all on the outside. And when you go down under into there, no leaves at all. And the branches are just as smooth. We used to set up hammocks and stuff under there and have our club meetings when I was little.
We got in wisteria bushes. That's what we got in. But there's bumblebees in them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just
Anywhere
sat
you
under a
hide,
big oak
you
tree.
find a-
Terminator. Nightpot, he's also in Canada, and he remembers doing the maple trees as a
Maple trees.
kid.
Yeah.
He's in Alberta.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister-in-law, my husband's twin sister, 3 years ago, moved back from Alberta. She was in Medicine Hat, Alberta.
Okay.
And yeah, I have a
Saskatoon.
niece that lives just north of Edmonton, Alberta. And
What's
a niece
Saskatoon?
and then a great niece my great niece lives on a big ranch out there.
What's a Saskatoon?
It's a type of
Saskatoon is
berry.
in Saskatchewan.
What is that?
Saskatchewani.
No, he said he was
Saskatoon.
getting
What's that?
raspberries and Saskatoons. It's a type of berry.
Yeah, Saskatoon berries. Yep. They'll grow all through around. I could plant them here and they'd grow here.
That's cool.
Gold County? Cool.
Okay, do you still do what we did when we were little in Alaska, and we would take maple syrup and we would boil it to a hard candy stage, and then we'd go out in the snow and pour it out, and then pick
Yep,
up the
make
pieces and
taffy.
shatter them in a pan?
We call it syrup taffy. Yep. Now, what we used to do is my husband used to do with our kids. He'd get them to bring some nice, fresh, clean snow, and then he'd pour it across, and then it'd go into taffy. Then he'd take a stick and he'd roll it, so they'd each have like a popsicle stick with a big lollipop of syrup on it.
Cool.
Yeah, Mama would actually boil the syrup until it reached the hard candy stage.
Yeah,
She'd make maple hard candy.
All that sounds really good.
we make maple fudge, all that.
Maple fudge. I've never had maple fudge.
Me either.
It's good.
But I like it. I like it
It is
with
good.
peanut butter.
I've had it before. Maple fudge is good.
Yeah, Tambra's has a taste of the Canadian maple syrup. She likes it with peanut butter.
My grandma used to make maple nougat and dip it in chocolate
Yep.
like a Mounds bar, but it was just the maple nougat in them. Those are good.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Called them moose
Yeah, you can't
turds.
beat maple syrup. That stuff that they have in the stores, not crap that they have in the stores and everything. That's not what you call real maple syrup.
You can get it, but it just costs so much more.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had gotten some maple syrup in the store, and I look on it, make sure it says 100% maple syrup.
It's
It
expensive.
says
Though.
it is.
Yeah.
Real expensive.
Yeah, I bought a while back just to have some on hand when.
Depending
I
on
don't like French Mama.
Depending on, like this year, it's really sweet. So it might, instead of taking 40 gallons of sap to make a gallon of syrup, it might only take 30. If it's the sweeter it is, the less water's in it
What are you doing?
and the less boiling you have to do. More syrup syrup you get out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes less to make. And it's really sweet because one of the trees that we had cut down, it's seeping up into the stump, and I was out there flicking it. It's so sweet. But the thing is you can do that, and you know, if you're thirsty, you can actually, it'll bubble up on top of the stump, and you can actually sit there and quench your thirst that way. We used to call it. Years ago, we used to call it, if you drank too much sap, because my kids used to go to the buckets. Oh. And their dad would say, don't drink too much of that. You're going to get the 40 rods. It'll give it to you. Sure enough, they were running to the toilet steady.
We used to let them drink maple sap, birch sap, not made into beer or anything, you know, just the sap, sugar water. They call it the country sugar water.
Yeah.
Because grandma would let us
And
drink
then,
a
you
little
know,
glass of it at
you
dinner
notice
table.
when we make the maple syrup, when we strain it, there's like a black sugary sandy. We used to feed that to the animals. We'd save it and feed it to the animals.
Mix
it in their grain and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh, that's
Yeah,
really,
there's lots you can do with it.
I don't know much about maples.
You can roast the seeds and they make an excellent little snack. A sweet snack.
Yeah.
I like sweet snacks.
We like it when we were kids and the seeds would fall. There was two together and they'd come down and they'd go like this, like a helicopter. We used to fling them in the air and watch them and see where they're going to land.
Yeah, all I've got down here is soft maple. Every time I put a red maple or anything out there, the horses and goats eat it down.
Yep. They love the sweetness in the bark.
Mm-hmm.
Night Pot says maple syrup on bacon when it's almost cooked. Melt some brown sugar on top. So yummy.
Well, my daughter's, when she did our sausage, our pork sausage, she did whiskey maple syrup.
You got. You'd use the maple syrup on your pancakes and you'd run your meat through the syrup to get all the little bit of it.
Oh, yeah.
It did not go to waste.
Nope.
Yeah. Man,
but you know, it's so darn expensive. You don't want to waste it on any, you know, only really good meals. But it's nice when you're cooking meats and stuff, and you can take it and you can braise it on your meats and stuff. It's really good.
Put it in your marinades and on your glazes.
Yeah, that's what's in our sausage. Maple and whiskey and maple flavored sausages. It's my favorite.
Y'all are making me hungry again.
I'm sorry.
And I had chicken stew. I cooked the whole chicken, ate a bit of it and took the rest of it and made a stew out of it. So that's what's been cooking on the wood stove all day.
You cooked that rooster, didn't you? You cooked that rooster?
No. That rooster, he got chopped up. He was going to dog meat.
That's what we do with our old hens.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog meat's the best thing.
Yeah.
That rooster got her.
Man, I would.
Oh yeah, my leg is still bruised. I got 2 circles on each side of my leg where he came in with his spurs. He stabbed me on this side and just hit me on that side, but didn't go through. Just on this side, it's all cleaned, it's healed. But I got the dots where the spurs hit and 2 big bruises. Looks like circles.
Man.
Oh, he got me good. Yeah.
I wouldn't have even had
his head. I used the shovel for his head.
Going, woo, 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 woo.
Oh, the hens all ran in the barn, in the barn, and I chased him around the back, and I took my little shovel and I said, nope. And as he was coming around running, shovel did the job.
Well, I can't tell you what I did to my rooster.
Oh.
What's that?
I said I can't tell you what I did to my rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got attacked by her roosters the same day as I got attacked by mine.
Oh, wow.
I know, coincidence,
Well,
eh?
in heaven now, it's all right.
You
Yeah,
know what I did to my rooster?
Did you cook your rooster up too?
No, I did that other thing to him that you said I couldn't say.
Ah,
when you're that angry and
Throw 'em
it's
to
spare
the
of the
wild
moment, you
pigs.
don't think of throwing it in a roast pan when you're that pissed off.
No, throw them to the pigs or the boars, the wild
you
boars.
disintegrated him.
Right.
Because I had to go from my barn all the way up to my house, my cabin, so I could clean the wound while it was bleeding, and I wanted to make sure it was cleaned well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Safety
And I was
first.
bleeding too. And I'm a free bleeder. 'Cause I drink rum.
That was my
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
rooster.
Oh.
Rooster the rooster.
Too bad.
Rooster. Poor guy.
Then I did a video to send it to my daughter and my son of my Tom turkeys fighting, and how
Oh, yeah.
turkeys fight. Yeah, for dominance for all the females, because there's 5 toms and 12 females, 12 hens.
Oh Lord.
And they all started showing their feathers off and, doing their pounding sound, and I'd make a sound and they'd gobble back. And then all of a sudden 2 just decided walking around like 2 men going to do a fight, and they're staring at each other, and then boom, they went right at it. So I videotaped it. And
That's
the younger one outbeat the older one, because the older one had the other one by the head and it was pulling him all over, the younger one. And then as he released him, the younger one looked like he was going to walk away, and all of a sudden he just turned like that, and wham, he went right at the big one and got him going. Oh yeah, big one finally backed off. They do draw blood, but the big one finally backed off and flew up. Thought he
Then
could
you
take
go
the little
catch
one.
all the feathers and gather them up, and Miss Karen makes fans out of them.
There you go.
Cool.
I don't let feathers go to waste. I put them in my jewelry and my artwork.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is good.
I'm hoping, because I have what they call the turkeys that I have. I have 3 breeds. I have the Spanish black, I have the bronze, and then I have in another area in the back part of my hen house, I have 2 hens and a tom. They're white, but they're not the white breasted, the big huge ones that everybody uses for commercial meat and that. These ones are smaller, half the size. They're like a Polish breed. And actually the hens were sitting on eggs last year. And then I couldn't believe it. I went in and the tom was sitting on the eggs, but he ended up squashing the eggs and broke them. So this year I'm going to set it up so that they'll go in and I'm going to pull the eggs. I'll let them sit because the hens do want to sit, but I'm going to pull a bunch and I'm going to incubate them because I want that breed of turkey so I can butcher them and have extra ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're half the size of the big white-breasted turkeys, and they're a different breed,
Heritage?
which is nice. Yeah,
That's good.
I never
What
got
kind of
anything on
turkeys?
my
but I like
bronze.
watching them.
Turkeys. What kind of turkeys?
I had some ducks in with them, but with them fighting, they were pouncing on my poor little ducks, so I had to get my ducks out.
Are
Aw.
yours, Terminator, are yours standard bronze or the broad-breasted?
Double breast is what mine were.
I'm just trying to think.
They wouldn't breed.
I think they'd be the standard. They're not huge. They don't have the
that's
big breasts.
What we want is the we've got some what they call native heritage breeds, like the bourbon reds and
Yep.
the bronze. It's just I don't
Yep.
want the broad-breasted. They don't need to have that huge breast.
The double
don't
breasted
No.
bronze
No.
won't breed. The
Yeah,
double
because
breasted
the
bronze-
toms, I
Not
have
breed.
one tom I had from last year, and you know what? He bred the hens, and I had no problem of him because
Hey,
if they get
come
too
on,
heavy, they'll take their spurs, and when they're mating, they end up ripping open the sides of the hens and ripping them down their sides wide open. These ones don't, which is nice because I know if you get the bigger, heavier ones, they use what they call hobbles. They put it's like a strapping hobble that it comes in between their feet. But so when they breed on the head, the hobble comes right over top, right where the spurs are, and they can't gouge them. It protects the hens. So, and I know years ago they
Down
used to
here,
use
they
those.
cut the spur and then they cap it so that there's no point.
Okay. Yeah.
They told me they AI them. How do you AI a damn turkey?
AI? I have no clue.
Yeah. Okay, so I know how to AI horses and how to AI cows. But a turkey? Come on.
Yeah. I've no idea.
Actually, yeah, I've heard they do that with certain breeds of chickens too.
I mean, we're talking.
Yeah, it's hard.
Hey, what
It's
y'all
not.
doing?
It's not worth the expense of having it done to me.
No,
I mean,
No.
it really is.
I didn't know that when I ordered
You
them.
AI them when you got some like the broad-breasteds and the commercial birds. They're too big to breed. So what they do is they AI the ladies to lay fertile eggs
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because the males cannot mount them.
No, because the male that I had 2 years ago, I butchered him. I got video. I think I put it on my channel. He dressed out at 52 pounds. I think it was 52 or 54 pounds. He could not, and he had a hard time walking. So I walked him out when I did what I had to do. But I do have one white-breasted hen left. She's my baby, and she comes to me every morning. And actually, she laid eggs last year for me. They weren't fertile because I didn't have a Tom at the time. But if she lays this year, I'm hoping that the bronze. I have one young bronze that's been hanging around her, one of the Toms, and he's been walking around her and protecting her. So I'm hoping he'll breed her, and then I can have a mixed combo of eggs from her. And still get that nice white meat, because bronze turkeys, their meat's dark. It's not white.
I like dark meat, but not too dark.
Yeah, I
Oh,
prefer
I like dark meat too.
But some too dark.
Yeah,
you know.
whether it's white or dark, it doesn't bother me. Just as
The
long as
dark
it's good
makes
meat.
me really sleep. I mean, I can fight the tryptophan in white meat, but you can't fight the
Yeah.
tryptophan in dark meat. You just
No.
immediately after you eat it.
the dark meat's just so much.
Because even with my ducks, my daughter didn't know that. She said, I was told that when you cook ducks, they're so greasy. I said, if you skin them and not just defeather them, because it could take hours to defeather them because of their down. I said, if you skin them and you cook it, your meat won't. So I butchered one, and I needed to butcher this male because he was really nasty. So I butchered him and I cooked him, but I put him on the wood stove, and I cooked him in a roast pan on the wood stove really slow all day. Just a light simmer. And I kept a half a breast of the meat, put it in a container, and I gave it to her, and they couldn't believe how beautiful the meat was. It was so tender, but not greasy, but beautiful flavor in it. Because I put rosemary in it and some other spices in it and that, and it was amazing. It was really amazing. And my daughter said that, so I'm hoping I get baby ducks this year so we can, because we want a variety of birds and a variety of meat, because they get deer and bear. So we do deer, bear, pork, then we do turkey, chicken, and now we're going to do duck, and plus I'll be doing rabbit this year. So we have a nice different variety of meat.
That's good. That's really nice to be able to have all that different meat, and it's all wild or farm.
I know they want me to. I've been trying to find a couple bottle lambs just to raise to the fall, so then we'll have lamb meat too. But they're really hard to get around here. I'd have to go 4 or 5 hours to pick them up. That's how far away they are from where I am.
Man.
Yeah, and you don't get bottle lambs very cheap here either. I haven't seen any under $300 each.
Oh.
What?
Yep.
What is it?
They must think they're made of gold.
Bottled what?
Lamb.
Lamb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, baby lambs.
Yeah, baby lambs. Bottle lambs, they call them. You get them when they're a few days old, and you just bottle feed them until they're about between 90 and 120 pounds, and then that's when you get your meat from them.
Don't tell me that. if I bottle feed them, I ain't gonna kill them.
We used to just call them milk fed.
Oh,
You just milk fed until they're ready for slaughter.
Yeah.
The meat tender. You also got to keep them put up. You can't let them exercise and run around either. They've got to be kept in there tender.
In pens. Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
okay.
no, I can't do that.
Tambra, you just get too attached, don't you?
Yeah, baby pets.
Oh,
Well,
did
see,
you?
I have my pets. I have my
Yes.
pets, but then I also need food. So, you know, that's the way I look at it.
That's the way I do the calves. I don't talk to them.
A bottle of perfume.
I don't
Aren't
name
you
them.
glad it didn't break?
I don't talk to them. I don't name them. I just give them feed. But now, if they piss me off or hurt me, I'll tell them I'm going to enjoy eating you.
Yeah.
So
I just like when I talk to my pigs, I name them all because I deal with the pigs, and pigs, you got to be careful. They can get nasty as they get bigger. So I have it so that they all listen to me and everything. And then I look at them and I say, well, I'm going to go get the markers and I'm going to draw the ham roast here, pork chops here, if you guys don't behave. And then I'll get rubbing their belly. Oh, nice bacon. I'll tell them, right?
I just
bacon.
name them
I get
food
them
names.
going.
I actually called them bacon and pork chop and barbecue.
I have
And I
my
every day I go out to feed the goats and stuff. Here comes my little pot-bellied pig. He gets an apple. I have to give him an apple to keep him the hell out my way, because he'll go right in their stall and eat their food. Any of them. He goes in the horse's stall. He goes right under the damn wall because he's so little, and waits for them to drop food on the floor.
Yeah.
Typical pig behavior. But yeah, he has to have an apple every day. And every time I go out there, he runs to me to get his apple. You let somebody else go out and feed, and he just follows them around grunting disgustedly until, like, why won't that damn pig leave me alone, Mama? Because he didn't get his apple. You got to give him an apple to make him leave you alone.
So when
Maybe I
you're
need to pop that
down, you're
pig.
going to have to tell people, give that pig an apple
Oh,
first.
they know. They know. I've been taking them around and saying, you give this one this much food, you give this one this much food. This is how you mix their different feeds together. And bring the pig. And there's a bag of apples on the kitchen table for one purpose and one purpose only: to feed to the pig, to make him leave everybody alone.
That's funny.
And my Vietnamese pot-bellied pig thinks he's a Mexican. Because his name was Zeus, and I went out there every day, and I'd go like, "Hey Zeus, how you doing?" Now he only answers to Jesus.
Hey,
I done spoiled him for my husband.
Yeah.
Dad, no, go see Daddy. Go get your big head out of there.
all right. Dear Lord. All right, puppies.
Both of y'all are dealing with y'all's dogs.
I've already spoiled these puppies.
I
Yeah.
put a table here to keep him out of my lap from jumping up on me.
Yeah.
His head weighs 30 pounds. Here comes the head under the table into my lap.
Well, yeah.
And then when he stands up to go, huh? He lifts the whole table up. Well, when I first got on, and I said, "Just a minute, guys," he knocked my my mouse pad and everything into the floor, and they went rolling across the floor. I had to go get them all.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Wags his
hear
tail, it clears the
tweets
table.
in the incubator.
what about an incubator?
I hear tweets in the incubator.
Huh.
So that means we got chickens hatching. We got chicks hatching.
I'm going to show you.
But then when you're out of the shell yet, so don't count your chickens till they.
I'm going to show you a picture. You'll see my hand in the picture, and these were the drumsticks. This was a drumstick and a thigh.
Can't see it. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
I raised turkey. This was back in, it would have been
I can't eat
1990.
turkeys either.
Down on that farm we were renting, and I was raising turkeys, and I raised a turkey, and I had a hen and a tom, And we were having this really, that's when there was actually a tornado had touched down not far from where we were. And that night of that storm, we had them locked up. And I guess the
Welcome
winds
in,
were so
Mr.
bad, the
Jeremiah.
door blew open and my
Origin.
Tom turkey came out. And when he came out, he broke his leg. So my
Wow.
husband I couldn't lift him. So my husband took and done his head off. Anyways, so I could take him and put him to process him. I couldn't lift him. So I took a wheelbarrow, flipped the wheelbarrow on the side, rolled him into the wheelbarrow, lifted up the wheelbarrow, put it up onto my deck. I put a plank and rolled it up and I flipped it. And it took all my strength to get him into the bathtub. And I skinned him because he was about 9 months old. And so I took each section of him and I weighed it with big heavy fish scales I had. And each half a breast was 22 pounds. Each
Wow.
thigh and drumstick was 8 pounds each.
Wow.
And that's not including everything else. So when I did all the figuring and everything with his, just standing there with that, with his feathers, everything on, he was near 86 pounds. That's how
Man.
big he was. Yeah, he was a big monster. I
Yeah,
took the
my
neck
husband
itself
said-
and carved the neck out of the back bone, and the neck was so big that I took it as like a roast and cooked it and ate the meat off of that because there was so much meat on it.
We do that with the neck bones and the pigs and the cows and stuff. Barbecue 'em
Yep.
like ribs.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they got a lot of meat on them.
I didn't have a phone and a camera at the time. I would have videotaped it when I did it.
Yeah. He's sitting up with
He
his
jumped
chicken.
down. You jumped down. Get back up there. Get back up there.
Yeah.
Now look
Go
at
look at
this.
Daddy.
The next picture is my hand, and you'll see the gizzards and the heart. And look how big they are to my hand.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big. That was huge.
Don't you
Yeah.
love it when you go out in the garden in the spring and you start weeding all the ground cover so you can plant, and your dog's been burying bones and tortilla
Yep.
shells and boxes of
Yep.
donuts in your garden?
Oh my goodness. My
And the
goodness.
plastic still. I mean, they were still in the bags. He's been raiding the neighbor's trash and burying it in my garden.
Well, he's saving
You
it
know what's
for
scary
later.
though? The tortilla shells and stuff never molded.
Well, they're
Wow.
thinking that he might not get fed, so he better have a staff. Or you've been training everybody
no,
as a
what he
homesteader to have extra staff.
He quit eating white during the lockdowns. He quit eating white bread and tortillas and stuff like that. All the animals did. Even the pig won't touch them. And
Yeah.
I told the kids that if the animals won't eat it, you don't need to be eating it either.
Yeah.
So it could be that he could be just he's not eating it. He's burying it because it's bad.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
You never know.
yeah.
It's still a pain in the butt when you put your spade in the dirt and you till up a pack of tortillas. I mean,
That is true.
not what you're used to finding in the garden.
No, not at all. That would be a surprise. Did you bring him over and be like, why?
No, I just yelled, "Damn it, Jack!" His name is Yukon Jack, but I don't think he's answered to that in quite a while. He pops his head right up when you yell, "Damn it, Jack!" He knows he did wrong.
You know what? The other day, yesterday, I think it was, I watched a lady do a video. I watched a few of her videos, and she actually, you know how people will do strawberries and different berries in a sugar sauce and then can it? She did bananas in it. Looks so good. I'm going to try it.
I make monkey butter, which is
Yeah.
like apple butter, but instead of apples, it's bananas, coconut, and pineapple.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, that's
And it's
different.
stirred up like apple butter.
Oh, wow. But she actually took the banana, cut it in chunks, nice little round fat chunks, took it and she made the syrup, put the water and the sugar and got it, and then she dumped the bananas in it and let it cook a little bit, and then she took it, and as she was putting it mixing it, she added a little bit of the what do you call that? I'm trying to remember the name of it. For citrus, when you're canning, there's the white powder you use. What is it called?
Citric acid.
Yeah, citric acid. She added a bit of that to it, and then she took it and she put it in all the jars.
Fresh.
She did it in each jar as she did halfway the bananas and then in the syrup, and then she took it and she canned it.
Now, see,
It was
I
cool.
cooked
The way
up
to
and then
watch it.
turned
I want to
into
try it. I'm going to
alcohol
try it for an
because
experiment and see how it tastes.
banana rum is really damn good.
Never heard of that. I heard
You
of
guys
banana
like my
liqueur.
Yeah, that
Have you heard of
too.
banana liqueur?
Yep,
So is pineapple. Pineapple rum's good too.
yep.
Yeah,
That's what I drink.
I like anything with
Wait, wait.
pineapple.
Hold it up better.
Okay.
It's not even.
Oh, sorry.
You're not in front of the camera. You got one side in front there. Something America.
All right, back it up. Over. Okay, now closer a bit.
America.
Right there,
The
stop.
Wild West again.
Okay.
Make America the Wild West again.
That's one of the things my husband got me from Tom McDonald's site, Hangover Gang.
Yeah.
I love that man. He has got the best songs, man.
Okay.
I
Okay,
play them in my car.
Yeah.
I think that's when
Yep.
because when you go into surgery, they say, "What's your favorite music?" And I'm gonna sing Tom McDonald just so I can see what the doctors and nurses do when they have to play that. Because even unconscious, I'll start banging my head and stuff.
He's definitely got some good ones.
That's
The
funny.
one I like the most is American Flags.
Yeah.
I like
Yep.
You Miss. I like Canceled.
Yep.
I
He
like
Missed is
American
awesome, too.
Flags. Fake Woke.
Yep.
White Boys.
I like the ones he does with Nova, too. His
I like
girlfriend.
some of them. I wasn't real fond of the country skit they just did together. I'm sorry, it just didn't make the cut for me. I know they
The
could
one
have
where
done
they're
it.
on the horses.
Yeah, they could have done better. They could have done that so much better.
Well, considering that Nova is allergic to horses, they couldn't
Yeah.
use real horses.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, it's like they were having fun with it, but they just didn't put the effort into it, like they did a lot of their other songs.
Oh, yeah.
Now Nova, I like Gang Gang,
Hey, what are you doing?
and
Get out of there. You're terrible.
I can't even think of them anymore.
You said
all the
Tom
names just went right out
McDonald?
of my brain.
Tom McDonald. Yep.
McDonald. He's a
I'm-
he's a white rapper who doesn't use curse words. All his stuff is all over YouTube.
Yeah, I've never heard of him, and I looked him up. He's even from Canada too.
Yeah.
He's American now, y'all. I'm claiming and keeping him.
Crap.
He's
And
more
he's just-
patriotic than most of the ones that live here.
And he's just
Yep.
a year younger than me.
Oh, yeah.
And You Missed, even Trump liked You Missed. Did you see the
I
little
know.
skit where Trump was on the golf course playing Tom
Yep.
McDonald after
Yep.
the assassination attempt?
Yep.
Did you yell
That was hysterical.
Yeah, it was.
And that's why Trump has him in Washington, why he calls him out at the RNC and his acceptance speech and all of that. Tom was there. And he pointed to him.
Yep.
Wow. That's interesting.
Oh, and here's the best one. Facts with Ben Shapiro.
Yes. That's a good
He
one.
got Ben Shapiro to rap, and he just got Roseanne Barr
You
to
got a big
rap.
old belly.
Yeah. Daddy's back.
You got Got a big
Is
old
the one
belly
that
button.
Roseanne
funny.
did. That was
That was
hilarious. I
funny,
was like,
'cause Roseanne came out with the dreads and the glasses, and then she tried to booty dance up against him. It was hysterical.
yep.
I'll have to listen to some of his stuff. I never heard of him. Maybe because also though, I may hear a song and not know who the singer is at all.
Just when you go on YouTube, type in Tom McDonald and go to his website, and you can see you can listen to all the videos.
Yeah, I'll do that. Terminator, are you reading something?
Yeah, I had gotten a message. I had to answer back.
Okay, for a second there, I was like, is she frozen or is she reading something?
No, oh, did I look like I was frozen or was I falling asleep? No, I wasn't falling
you
asleep
was like
either.
completely still. So I was like, she frozen?
Yeah,
You're
Tom's
used to
newest
seeing me
one,
moving
Man
around.
in the Sky.
Okay.
It's like I
Rats
go
and
to.
rats. Bet that's got some of them rolling over in their graves.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's the one with Roseanne Barr.
I
Okay.
don't like her.
She is hilarious.
No, she said she wouldn't stay.
I don't
if
watch
Trump
TV, so
was
I used
elected.
to years ago, but I don't watch TV at all anymore.
The one I like
This is
more.
on YouTube. It ain't even TV. It's just music we listen to.
It's
No rap
Goodbye
crap.
Joe.
It's rap crap.
Okay.
Yeah, Goodbye Joe was pretty good.
Yeah.
If I
I'll
watch anything, I watch
Road.
my Heartland.
Bye, Tabra. I'm sorry you left us. Come back.
Here's
Where
another
are
good
ya?
one. It's called The System.
Did you hit that bad button again?
That's a good one to listen to.
Okay.
We should let her talk more. We really should.
Me?
No. Tambra.
Oh.
Tambra, if you can hear us.
Where
Yes,
are
come
you?
back.
Wow. Come back.
Yes.
Where'd you go?
Yeah. What'd she do?
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute.
Run them puppies chewed through the cord on
She's
her
got to take
laptop.
care of the chicks. She's doing a few chores. She's doing a
Oh,
few chores. She's got to take care of the chicks that were
Okay,
hatched.
yes, because she did say she was hearing some baby chirping going on.
Yeah, she's been
Set up
hatching
the
eggs.
heat lamp and the cardboard box and put newspaper down
Yep.
and set up their little water and their little food dish.
Or get a kiddie pool and put some sawdust down and do it that way?
I can't do it that way. The dogs
Yep.
would get them.
I don't have dogs, so I can do it that way if
Or the cat. You
That's
can't
my-
leave them outside because the cats will get them. And in the house, it's got to be a tall box or the dogs will get them.
Yeah. Oh, I got my front porch that I could put them on because it's heated out there. So,
Right? That's
because we
good.
got like
I don't get my baby chicks till I don't get my baby
out
chicks
there.
till May.
It doesn't matter what the air temperature is. You still got to have that red light heat lamp. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
to.
Yep. Whoops.
I know I had a bunny rabbit that I had out on the front porch, and I had to have the heat lamp for the water bottle before I gave that rabbit away because I didn't need another pet because I keep getting pets, and I finally decided on birds. I had
Oh, yeah.
hamsters,
Yep, why
fish,
not?
and my birds. I like
I've
my
got
birds.
Snakes and rats and mice. We have to breed the mice and the rats for the snakes because it's got breeding ball pythons over there.
Oh,
Oh, I got a picture for you. My screensaver on my
it went away. It went away again.
let's see if I can do it this way. I know it's in here. I think it's in here.
I've just had the normal animals, I think.
Hold it
Mostly
down.
dogs. I've had some rabbits. I've had
Yeah.
one hamster.
You'll have to overlook the time and date stamp on it. But tell me if you can see that.
I
You know,
The
see it
snake in
that-
his hair. Yeah.
He's wearing a snake like a turban.
Oh,
And I said, baby,
Yeah,
why
I-
is there a snake on your head? He said,
wow.
well, I was, dang, I can't get it to come in.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I see it.
He was cleaning the snake cages and he didn't want to put down his beer.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
good Lord.
Oh, yeah.
My
I did that at one of the circuses.
Karen, I had a friend that. Go ahead, Shannon.
And
What were you saying?
I had one of my little brothers with me, and when the photographer put it over my neck and my brother's neck, he's like, "Are you afraid of snakes?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm afraid of snakes like Indiana Jones is afraid of snakes." And he just laughed, and he's like, and I'm like, "Just take the picture and get it the heck off me, because I do not like these scaly things."
That reminds me when I took the kids when they were little to the park or the zoo down here in Chattanooga, a little local zoo. And they brought out about a 12-foot Burmese python. And they would go up towards the people as we were coming in, and they would scream and run off, and they were coming towards me and the kids, and they brought it up to put it around my shoulders. My little ones looked up there and went, "Do we get to take this home?" And the guy's like, no, you can't. He was trying to scare us, but joke was on him.
Yeah.
My friend that just passed away, I just got news this week. I have a dear friend that I worked with, and she had a ball python, the small little ones. She had it for 32 years. So I'm hoping that her kids will keep it still as a pet.
Wow.
Because that
It
was
won't
her
live much
baby.
longer.
Yeah, that was her baby. That she did everything with that, and she ended up. I didn't know. Didn't even know. She didn't even know she was sick. I talked to her about 2-3 weeks ago, and she had an aneurysm, and it killed her instantly.
Yeah.
And that was in the brain. Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. Didn't even know she had one.
And Karen, you said that snake wouldn't live much longer.
The oldest living one is something like 52, but that's very, very rare.
Yeah,
They usually live to be in their 30s, mid 30s to mid 40s at the oldest. And that one that lived to 52, that was like at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Oh,
yeah,
Constant, proper care and habitat. So
yeah.
yeah.
you can love it all you want to, but it's only going to live so long in captivity.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
There are not a whole lot of snakes that live more than 20 years.
Like Tamara said, nope, no snakes.
I don't have mice in the house. And
Yeah.
the wild rats leave quick. Now, if the
I have
squirrels
garters.
would stay out the attic, I'd be a happy woman.
Yeah. I have
Squirrels in the attic.
2 or 3 snakes that come out every year in my greenhouse and stay around the garden. Every once in a while, I'll see it come through around my pots, and it'll be in the greenhouse, and it keeps everything away for me.
There you go. Yeah, we were cleaning up the yard a bit more, and I seen a baby black snake, and I'm like, oh, good, you're gonna help out with around the yard, keeping the mice away. But that's all. That's all I like you for.
We got some that we catch, like local snakes. Like someone will run over one with their lawnmower, and we'll come home and we'll find it in a jar on our porch.
Oh, wow.
Like, the husband, people just drop shit off all the time for him.
Yeah.
And we'll rehab them and let them go. They'll come back every freaking year. You'll go down in the garage and there's a big old snake skin, loop-de-de-loop over the electric wires or something. every year.
Yep.
We got one that you can track his growth. I don't even pull his skins down. I just, I compare him from one year to the next to see how big he's grown.
Oh wow.
Same one. I got a picture somewhere on old VHS tape. Okay, my house is 2 stories. I built the house on top of the garage so that I would have to go up and down the stairs and I wouldn't have to pay for a gym.
Yeah.
And we've got a snake on the 2nd floor about to go into the attic on the corner of the building. He climbed the whole flat wall.
Dang.
A rat snake. Yep, got a picture of him up there, just big as daylight. So don't let them tell you that they can't climb a straight wall. They can.
Oh,
climb
they
it.
can.
Oh yeah.
Yep. They just know their balance. They can do anything.
And we just had 2
have
hawks
better-
move into the neighborhood, so let them climb it. Because they've been coming out
Yep.
every day looking at me going, I want a chicken. I'm like, no, you can't have a chicken. Go get one of those damn rabbits in the field. Right? The other day, they flew right over the porch, and I didn't even know the squirrel was on the side of the house. But, buddy, you talk about the cats, the squirrel, any animal in the yard running for cover because the hawks, we have a pair of red-shouldered hawks that moved into. Oh, yeah. They'll help keep them clear. They'll take down the population around here. I hate squirrels. I mean, I hate squirrels. They get
Really?
way too much
I
property
shoot
damage.
them.
Yeah, I do.
I eradicate squirrels
There you go.
because I had one in my attic, my
Euthanize.
one little
We
section of my
euthanize.
attic, so I eradicate it. I
That's the
chased it a few
Democratic
times.
word. Euthanize.
I just
There you
practice
go.
with them. They're my
Yeah.
practice things because when you get them going, running along, right, and you're practicing, then all of a sudden it's a running target, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that, and
Best
then
thing
it
to
also
practice.
teaches the kids how to skin and how to cook it. I
Yep.
don't care if you feed them to the dogs.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
But if you can skin and process a squirrel, you can do a rabbit
Yep. Oh yeah, I do rabbits all the time.
or a
Yeah.
beaver or a groundhog or any smaller animal
I,
like that. If you start them when they're kids,
I have
on
my
squirrels-
domestic rabbits, but we also have wild rabbits here, so we can snare wild rabbits or hunt wild rabbits.
Oh, Jack just likes to go find those on his own. You'll see him stop with his whole nose in the tall grass and stuff. You go, Jack, what are you doing? He done ate a whole basket full of babies.
Oh wow.
Bunnies, like he loves. I don't let him in my rabbit room where I keep my domestic rabbits, but he stands outside the door and just drools and barks and drools and barks because that's his favorite right there, y'all. He loves him some rabbit.
Come here.
Yep.
So it's slim pickings in the yard. All you got to do is say, Jack, rabbit, and he's gone.
Yep. I got.
I was
This is a rabbit.
I was
killer.
walking around behind my garden today, and I had 2 partridge, rough grouse partridge. They were walking around through my garden today.
He euthanized a couple of rabbits.
Oh yeah, that's their favorite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was so mad at him.
Well,
like
if
watching
they're
them catch
wild,
them.
it's instinct and
They were not. We bought
Oh.
them and they got loose. And then he got loose.
it's like I love it when one of the little neighbor kids will show up with like a guinea pig or something. I'm like, baby, you got to go home now. Go home now. Your mama's not going to yell at me because you were stupid. Go home now.
Mm-hmm.
My dog weighs 120 pounds. You weigh about 45 pounds. Go home now. You're holding a gerbil, groundhog, whatever,
Yeah.
hamster, chinchilla. Oh my God. You know how much people pay for chinchillas? And Jack will throw, ooh, popcorn snack.
Yeah. And oh man, what dogs won't eat? That is the best thing.
Candy coated cat treats. They
Oh.
love those.
Yeah. I seen what you did, Terminator.
What's that? Yawning?
Yes.
No, she went snakes. Nope, no snakes.
Yeah, that's Tambra there for sure. Yeah, I was doing mine off screen trying to.
Yeah, when I see my little garden snakes, because they'll go up in my little fairy garden, and I'm watching them, I'm like, please don't knock over my shit,
Yeah.
because then I have to go in there while that snake is in there, and it's like, I don't want to go in there, man. I mean, I know you're smaller than me, but I still don't want to touch anything.
You got a nice little
I
fairy
grew,
garden.
I grew up around them, so they don't
Yeah.
bother me.
I like
My hubby hates it because I always add to it, because it's almost the size of my porch.
Okay.
I don't have fairy gardens. I have totem trees.
Yeah.
You get these old man tree faces from Tractor Supply,
Yeah.
and I have a black walnut tree. And I got all the different ones, and I put it. My granddaughter calls it the grandpa tree, but she thinks they're all grandpas. and I line them up there. And the dog, first time I did it, the dog come around the corner. He saw that tree. His hackles raised. His head dropped. He started growling. He started barking. He freaks out at anything new. He's got a little bit of OCD in him.
Yeah.
The other day, I put in new patio lights around my gazebo. He barked at those damn things for 2 hours because they
Oh, wow.
put them in automatic. They're solar powered and they automatically come on when it gets dark. They came on. Oh my God. I thought he was going to bust through the front door.
Oh, that's so funny.
He's a character.
This I'm gonna show you a picture. What it is it's an old stump where my sister-in-law has her cabin. It's off grid, and it's an old stump, and she puts those faces, what you're talking about, Karen, and then she gets old mops and stuff and sticks them on and puts them in they're called the mop head family. That's what she calls them. And she's all her stumps have a name, and they all got different faces.
Hackberry trees, they get massive, long trunks, but they're actually a bush. So you go out there and you cut it off at 8 feet, and then the next spring, what you have is a green afro that comes out the top of it. And then put the face. I don't think I still have. I know I don't still have that one on my phone. Because we put Mama out in the yard. Well, I'm cheap on funerals. You know, we get cremated and they get a rose bush. And I had my memorial rose garden. That's what we did. We had a big hackberry tree behind it. And a storm took it down, but we just cut it off even.
Mm-hmm.
And put the face on there, give the rose bushes, you know, give it character, personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a picture of all my kids lined up in front of that Mr. Treebeard, because that's what they called him, Mr. Treebeard. I don't think it's on this phone. It's not.
I'm looking to see if there's any other pictures.
Shannon, when Yoga was talking before, she got her granddaughter likes to do the whole fairy garden thing, and she got one that had even like a trailer park theme.
I have some trailer park ones in there too.
Aim it.
Let's see. I'm looking for something to block the overhead light.
Yeah.
Let me know if you can see it soon.
Tilt it where the top is towards the. Oh, I thought that would work. No.
No.
Well, it should do it. I don't know what the problem is.
I don't know either. It took a little bit for the other picture for us to see. I just see a guy. I don't see what.
It's the same well, it's one of those pictures with him with the snake on the head, but the snake is up like Cleopatra's headdress.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
And I can't. Nate, go turn the overhead light off for me real quick. Let's see if that does it. No.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, that just made
There's
it
mine.
brighter.
Brighter.
You're,
I think it's the camera light on the laptop
yes,
glaring.
I think so.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. That's what it is.
I've got it covered.
Just tilt
Oh,
it
yeah.
to the,
I can see
There
it.
you
That's
go.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that's awesome.
That was funny. You just had to figure it out. Go in and in and in.
And it's the light right here next to the camera.
Oh, but yeah. And then Yoda even said it came even with a little flamingo and everything too for the fairy garden.
I'll have to take a picture on this, my old phone, and show you guys the garden.
Yeah. I like looking at different things. I don't do the crafty stuff, but I seen on Facebook they had like a DIY garden thing and really cute things they were doing with the stones and pots.
there you can see that one.
This is cool, yeah.
Now picture it with one above and one below now, because you have to add
Yeah.
to it every year. But that's the black one.
Cool.
That's the grandpa tree right there.
Okay.
Cool.
What I'll do in the summertime is it'll still be daylight at 8,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll do it on my phone and go outside. And
Yeah.
walk around the property.
Okay.
I don't like to be in the house when it's pretty.
Yeah.
Just don't.
True. Yeah. All right, ladies.
Oh,
I know I'm right there with you, Terminator.
I'm not tired. It's just,
I am
I had a
tired.
nap
got up
today.
at
I was,
6 o'clock this morning.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything outside, so I went and laid down and had a nap.
Nap. What's a nap? I don't know what those are.
I don't normally do that.
Yeah. It's like when
But
do.
see,
Go ahead.
I did 10 years overnight. So work from 10:30 at night and I'd be off work by 7 in the morning, and then I'd drive home it was always about a 40-minute drive. And then I was so wide awake, I couldn't go to sleep or anything. So I'd do all my chores and everything in the mornings. And then around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when I started feeling tired, I'd sleep until about 9, get up, get ready to go to work. And then I'd go to work, and I did that for 10 years. So I'm still fighting, even though I've been, I've been retired for about 9 years now. I still can't get that 3 o'clock. When 3 o'clock comes, I start yawning, and I'm ready to lay down and have a nap. And
Yeah,
I can't break
I worked
that.
third shift for almost 10 years. And the last 2 years I worked third shift. I worked first shift. I had the only license with 3 grown adults working different shifts in Chattanooga. So I had to make 3 to 4 trips a day to Chattanooga to take people to work or pick them up. And I was sleeping 2 hours, 2 hours, and 2 hours. And let me tell you something, it will ruin your health.
Yeah.
It will
Yep.
ruin your health fast.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. Big time.
I've
yeah,
got about an hour and a half before I go to bed.
he'll go to bed anywhere from 9 to 10 o'clock. And I'll go
Mine's
probably
always at 10:30.
I've gotten it to where I can go to bed about 2 o'clock in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and sleep until 8 or 9, which is a lot for me. But sometimes, yeah, you got to have that 2-hour nap in the afternoon. You have to, especially
Yep.
if you have to get up at 6 and go to the hospital for your pre-surgery blood work and stuff.
Yeah.
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 Man, and Tambra worked shift work for 30 plus years. Man.
It's hard
And-
on you. It's hard on the body.
Yeah, there was a little bit of time where I worked my regular job from either 8:30 in the morning to about 5:30, sometimes 6 or 6:30, just depends. And then I would from there come home, eat something, get dressed, and go back to work. a different job with him. And when he was doing bouncing, I worked with him until got off about 3 in the morning. Then I can go to sleep like that though. He's jealous about that.
Not me.
I can go
That's
to
good.
sleep like that.
He could go. I lay down, and then the brain wakes up. Your body is so tired you can't move. Can't move. Can't even open your freaking eyes. But your brain is going 90 to nothing.
See, I'm out so quickly. It
Not
takes out
me.
a little
I
bit.
am I'm an extremely light sleeper and have always been that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
used to, like, if I get a bad headache or migraine, I swear to God, I can hear feathers landing on carpet. And that's what I've been screaming at him. Be quiet. I'm trying to sleep. I can still hear you. I can still hear you. Shut up. Turn the TV down. Take the dog outside. I can still hear you.
yeah.
Can't turn it off.
And because then we would get home about maybe 3:34, and then I got to get right back up about 7:00, and that was not enough sleep for me.
No.
Thank goodness though. That job was only Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so my hardest time frame was Friday though, and then sometimes Saturday. Or someone wanted to do something. Because then
one time I ran a red light. The truck in front, there was a semi in front of me. I couldn't see the light. So when the semi moved, I moved. Well, it had turned red, and there was a cop sitting right there. He pulled me over, and he's sitting there going, "Do you why'd you run the red light?" I looked down. I was like, "I'm honest, I did not see it. All I saw was the back of that semi. I could not see the light until I was up under it, and I didn't even look."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, are you drunk?" I said, "Nope, baby. I am just freaking exhausted. I don't know if I'm coming or going." He said, "Well, where are you going?" I said, "Well, I got to take him to work, and then I've got to go to work." And it was at that time of year when it's dark at 6 a.m. and dark at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And I literally looked at my son and went, "Baby, which job am I going to? And am I wearing the right uniform?" Because I was working at the Crystal and the Kangaroo. Both had the little red K. One was a white shirt. One was a yellow shirt.
Oh, wow.
And they were right next to each other. And I could not remember which one I was. I didn't know if it was morning or night. I didn't know if I was going, which job I was going to. And the cop looked at me. He said, "Ma'am, I'm not going to give you a ticket." He said, "I'm going to give you an order. Pull into that gas station and go get you some caffeine."
Yeah.
He said, "You need a Red Bull. You need something, honey."
Yeah. And yeah, so I mean, and he knows when I am tired, I start to get grumpy and annoying, and
That's me too.
It looks like I'm pointing at
caffeine.
Shannon. I'm not pointing at Shannon on the screen, y'all. I'm pointing at my husband in the chair beside me.
yeah.
That's why I had these tonight. My little espresso beans. So
Yeah.
it's like I'll be up for a couple of hours, which I shouldn't be, but hey, at least tomorrow's Friday. I don't have to work until Saturday after Friday.
There
I just
you go.
got to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning to get to work by 8 a.m.
My biggest thing is when I have that extra energy thing, I want to clean. That is my thing. I'm like, let me do some cleaning and and yeah.
I made a mistake and took legal speed one time. Yellow jackets or black beauties or whatever the freak they call them at the truck stop.
Yeah.
I reupholstered every stick of furniture in my living room in under 4 hours.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Chairs, couch, chairs out of the boys' room. If there was a ripped cushion or a tear, I reupholstered the whole damn thing.
Wow. Huh. Man.
Everybody's yawning. I think it's time to say goodnight.
Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
XNYC. Shannon, that XNYC OG prepper, he's also from New York.
Oh, yeah. I've seen him on a couple other places, like in Angry Preppers.
Yep.
So it's like I say hi to him. I say hi to Jen when she's on because she's in Angry Preppers too once in a while.
Mr. XOG, why is Angry putting out a video tonight at midnight?
What?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I got the notice on my feed that he's putting out a video tonight at midnight.
My
He doesn't
goodness.
usually do one that late.
I gotta go see this. Let's see if I can find where the heck.
It says 12 a.m.
Wow. I wonder if he accidentally did AM instead of PM.
I was wondering if maybe he had to pull a shift at the firehouse and won't be getting off until then, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
He's got one that's coming out at 10:10 tonight. We are not in the clear. So that's at 10:10. That's upcoming. That's the Angry Truth.
And then
No, this
he's
was the
live
Angry
right
Prepper.
now.
Angry Prepper, yeah. Can't believe this is happening. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
live
can't
right
believe
now.
this is happening. Did he change the time on it?
Probably. But with the Angry Truth, that's at 10:10. And I know where Jen is right now. She's probably in Jason's live.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go there for a second, see where, if she is. Hudson Valley's in there.
Yeah.
I do not see her.
Oh.
Your subscriptions are not live streaming right now. Come back later. Bull. Bull. Because I've got the Angry Prepper right here.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That was 6 days ago. 8 days ago. No, he doesn't have the new one.
Okay. All right, ladies. Well, let's go ahead and end it for this evening. Terminator, go ahead and do your thing. Say your thing.
Everybody, keep your head on a swivel, keep your eyes and ears open, and go live a life done free. And please, everybody, with all the storms and the way the weather's been and the way everything's been, stay safe out there. Protect yourself in any way and prep any way you can. Take care, everyone.
Yes, Karen.
Same thing. And rotate those preps. FIFO, first in, first out. Go through what you got. And if you think you got enough, you don't. Go get some more.
Yeah. Shannon.
The armor of God. Ephesians 6, for anybody that wants to look that up. I put on and stand firm with the belt of truth buckled around my waist. I am safe and secure with the breastplate of righteousness, guarding my heart from evil, helping me live a life that honors you. I diligently put on the gospel shoes of peace, willing to go wherever you ask of me. I take and stand behind the shield of faith, protected against Satan's fiery darts of doubt, fear, lies, and deceit. Now on my head, I place the helmet of salvation, keeping my mind on you. I grab hold in my hand of the sword of the Spirit, the word of God, sharp and true. I'm prepared to live today in spiritual victory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
ladies.
Amen.
All right, everybody have a wonderful and blessed evening and Friday and then the weekend. And we will see everybody here Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all have a blessed one and we'll see y'all then.
Don't
All right,
forget
ladies.
Sunday, I'm on at 7.
Yes.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.